Hello everyone. I hope everyone who is watching here today is having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. I feel like just like all the other seasons, this season 2 will pass by very quickly. So I decided I need to post more videos so that I can use more of my nail stuff, the polygels that I don't get to use, the stickers. I have so many water decals that I haven't even touched so many of them. So you get what I mean. So in this video, I am challenging myself to try out some viral Halloween gory 3D nail art design. Mouthful. But each finger will have its own design, and as you've seen from the reference picture, we're gonna be starting with the pinky, and according to me, it's brains. I was doing brains, and this is what was supposed to be brains. But no, while I'm doing my nails, my son with his big ass mouth comes in and is like, ew, that looks gross. I'm like, since when do brains look gross? He's like, those are not brains. I'm like, what the heck? He says, those look more like intestines. I'm like, intestine? Damn it. Sure, you're right, I guess. And I was at the end of making this design, and I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. They look more like intestine than they do look like brains. So that's where the lessons begin. They began very early in this nail journey of the set. Each finger, each design, I learned something new. Let me take you through it. For one, this pinky, the mistake that I made was I made the lines, what's this, the brain size, I made it too thin. That's why it was easy to be mistaken for intestine instead of brains. And brains are supposed to be a lot thicker, not thicker, but like, you get what I mean. This is way too thin to be called brains. So I understood what he meant. So that is also the mistake I learned, or the lesson I learned, was if I'm going to do it in the very, 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 very distant future, because I will not be making any of these things anytime soon. Distant future is like maybe a year or two from now, or maybe even next year, but maybe by next year it will be out of my system and I would have gotten better. But since this is my first time, you gotta cut me some slack, because I did too. I cut myself some slack because I'm usually my biggest critic. So what I was going for here was like, messy, bloody intestine brains. So it wasn't giving that with just the first red gel that I used, which is a jelly gel, but it gives a harder, more deeper red. And then I decided to go in with the other red polish, which is on the red, and it gave it that more of a splattered, dirty, messy, bloody look. And then the jelly color gave it more of a deeper, there's blood clotting here and blood clotting there. So I don't know if I'm going to be talking through each and every nail, but this is how I came up with this design. It is highly sped up, but just so you can see, the first finger is done. That's nice. It's supposed to be brains, but interpret it the way you want to. To me, it's brains / intestine. So if you want to, they can be whatever you want them to be. So I had initially prepped all the nails for the designs, and I will be showing you each finger as I am doing it as to where the inspiration came from. As for this one, it's a Raptor. I didn't put an inspiration because I couldn't find Raptor nails. Remember in one of my previous videos I mentioned that I wanted to make not claws but Raptor nails. So where I went wrong, okay, here I'm using my scraping tool to transfer or trace the design that I came up with. As you can see, I came up with 3 designs. The other 2 failed and didn't come close, but I thought this came the closest to what I wanted. But later on, I learned another lesson for this, which is it was too short or too curved or there was something that was just not something was just not gelling with this whole thing that I had in my head, in my mind. But I started off by using the scraping tool. I traced this from the drawing that I used, and I turned the scraper around so that it doesn't transfer onto the polygel. Oh, that's polygel that I'm using, and it's the the temperature polygel. And I was just making that out of the polygel, and it's color changing, so you'll see it being orange at one point, you see it being red, and you see it being white. The orange one, polygel, just got finished, and I'm now starting the red one. It's also temperature changing, and I don't really use them much, like I mentioned before, and I don't really like them, so I'm trying to actually finish them, and I didn't feel like they were being a waste over here. Maybe in the future I'm gonna regret using them here and say, I wish I still had that crappy polygel. It's too runny, so I wasn't too happy with it, so I was glad to use it over here. So you might see it looking a different shape and at the end it's another different shape, but the lesson that I learned is that firstly, it's too narrow. I tried making it a bit thick, the claw, the nail. I tried making it thick, but something in me just kept going in with the e-file, and I kept shaving it down and it's not too thin, but it's too thin for me, for what I would have wanted. And what's the lesson I learned? I'm not gonna make this anymore. That's lesson 1. And lesson 2 is it was too curved, and as you can see it sticking out of my nail bed, that part there was ridiculously long. Like, that part there should not have been there. So later on, if you will take note, you will see that I actually have shaved it. I filed it more off. Yeah, after this I filed it more off before going in with the final polish, the color that's gonna go on it. And another thing about this is it kept getting hooked onto everything. It wasn't a lesson, but it was just something funny that it kept getting hooked onto everything. All the other nails I was worried were gonna get hooked. They were not getting hooked or snagged onto anything. Just this claw hook, the Raptor thing, which I'm never gonna make again ever in my life, unless it's a challenge. But just me going out of my way doing it, no. Also, this nail took more than 20 minutes for me to file and shape. And obviously I was not going to put you through all that. But look how much it came down. It came down a lot. It's a lot thinner. It's a lot slimmer. and I should have stopped. I should have stopped long ago, but I just kept going, and that's what made me mad about this not coming out right again. But anyway, so I used 2 coats of this nude color or cream color. I use 2 coats, and then I go in with a darker brown to create shades. You can carry on. That's what I'm gonna be doing now, and you can continue watching until the next nail. Okay, but in the meantime, I want to say thank you to everybody for watching my videos. I want to say thank you to everybody who keeps coming back to watch my videos religiously. I want to thank everybody who has subscribed recently. Welcome to you all, and I hope you enjoy your time here and you stay long and you have fun as much as those who keep coming back here keep having fun. And I hope to learn from you guys as much as if you are having fun and enjoying from my videos. I would do the same for you from your comments or from your channels if you don't have comments. If you don't have... Oh, wait. I got distracted. I hope I learned from you if you have a channel. And if you don't have a channel, I learn from you from your comments that you're going to be leaving. And yeah, so thank you for that. And I'm enjoying doing ombres lately. They're coming out okay. Not yet there, but okay. I needed to say that for that there. Also, what else? Yeah, I'm grateful to all of you guys. I'm grateful to everybody who keeps coming here and finding my content to be watch-worthy. They're worth their time coming to spend time here to watch my stuff. Thank you to everybody. Right, I matte top coat this to make it look more realistic, and it's the end of this nail. See you just now. All right, time for the 3rd finger. And oh yeah, by the way, this video is gonna be extremely long, so I had to do it in 2 parts. So for the first part, for this video, I'm gonna do the first 3 fingers, and then the next one will be the next 2 fingers. I am using it's a glow in the dark poly gel, and I was trying to save the other color changing, temperature changing, I'm sorry, poly gel. Not saving it in the sense of saving it, but because I wanted this design to have a solid color and it must be a nice color, but I didn't want it to be red because what I'm gonna be doing is gonna consist of a lot of red gel polish, so then you wouldn't end up seeing it. As you saw from the reference picture, it's a design with eyes, but because that reference picture has an eyeball on each nail, I decided to use, because I've also seen somewhere else where they have multiple eyes on one finger nail, and I find that extremely gross. You know, it's like those people who have the fear of having a lot of shapes in one place. There's a name for those people. I fall under those people. But yeah, when you have the fear of that, I was supposed to feel like that for this one, but for some reason I was laughing at myself that they didn't gross me out as they usually do. And as you can see, I'm getting better at keeping an eye on me being in frame. I was in frame. I was not in frame, I mean, and then I moved in. And okay, I'm using my new Vendini cat eye polishes to make the eyes designs, and I activate the cat eye on there. They look nice. I like them. I actually enjoyed all these nails, though they were extremely tiring. And this video being in 2 parts, I also did this in 2 days, this design, because it was just too long. I was so sore. My body was so sore because, like I say, each finger took forever. It's not like a normal design, like the usual design. So they actually took very long. Right here at the eyes, they look cool. So now I'm just drawing the veins in the eyeballs. Then that makes the eye look bloodshot. Yeah. That's it for here for now for this video. That's all I can say. Do I need to give you guys a fun? I can give you guys a fun fact. Let me pull up my fun facts. Okay, because it's gonna be 2 parts, and I'm gonna need to give you guys a fun fact on each one. The first one, which is this video here, I am gonna give you a very short fun fact. Before I give you the fun fact, I obviously have to say my thanks and my goodbyes. If you are still watching, which means you are enjoying this video and you are finding it weird and fascinating that I am doing this nonsense. I enjoyed this nonsense actually, so I hope for some reason, if you are still here, you are also enjoying my nonsense. If you are enjoying it, please click the like button so I can see if you are enjoying it, and if I need to make more, or if just stop, don't do anymore or whatever. The more likes I'm gonna get, I will take that as a sign that you guys are enjoying it, and I'm gonna keep going. Thank you very much for being here, and until we meet each other here again, I hope you guys take care of yourselves, you look after yourselves before you can give yourselves to anybody else to like or love or look after. Fun fact, most male birds don't have penises. The next video starts from here, and then we can carry on. Thank you guys.